jump. Climb out on the roof, just jump, motherfucker, you a lazy little shit. Why not jump and just fucking quit? It's your own fault, boy, you never did enough. And now you're gonna pay for the fucking shit you say. Victim blaming, mental shaming, always bitching cause I'm gaming. But this shit now I'm proclaiming, and I'm aiming for the house of lies that you built on the hill of the dagger that you staggered my ass with. Now you haggard, I'm so aggroed, call your fucking son a faggot. Why so ragged, you a maggot? See $1 and just grab it from the mouth of the starving reprobate. So much hate, bitch, I needed an escape from the rape of my sanity. Humanity is drained from my motherfucking corpse as I hit the fucking dirt. All the fucking hurt and the shit I can't recall dies with me. All the shame and the failure, I'm a terror. Fuck my mirror, time to fix this fucking error. Yeah, I'm the bearer of this shit, and I wear it on my wrist. Now it's time to cut it out and just grow the fuck up. In my mirror, it's a vision that I see of myself. Damn, I'm looking like my father, so why even bother? I'll die for my mother, so I'll never treat another the way that he fucked her. I'll break this damn cycle and jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 motherfucker, just jump. Jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 motherfucker. When there's evil in my heart and there's Satan in my veins, I'm insane. Best get stitches in my brain or a cane, cause I can't fucking stand on my own 2 feet. Defeat is my only fucking path. I'ma retreat, can't rest until my brain hits the concrete. Fuck you. I'm just tired of this deceit and these lies that you fucking spew, and the shit you put me through, and the shit you fucking do. But sometimes I just wonder if the shit you say is true. I'm just so damn rude and irresponsible to boot, and I'm the fucking reason mama's cutting her wrists up. And I just sleep too much, play too much, got some shit to say too much. Never clean my cage, I must. Such a fuss, boy don't cuss. I'ma fucking take your trust, give to God and make it rust. Time to bust, mustn't lust, gotta leave you in the dust. Live a life that's unjust, into hell you will be thrust. Satan is your just reward, you don't get a fucking sword. All of time you won't be bored, only flames, just rest assured. When my warnings you've ignored, you'll be punished by the Lord. Cast aside you are abhorred, grace will never be restored. Jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 motherfucker, just jump. Jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 motherfucker, just jump. Jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 motherfucker, just jump. Jump, 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 motherfucker. Jump, 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 jump.
Whoa. What up, y'all? Oh, wrong one. There we go. What it do, y'all? Welcome. Welcome to the motherfucking stream, yo. Can I call in at general chat? Yes. I'll do that. Actually, I meant to put that in the title that call-ins are open. Oops, I forgot. Sorry, guys. But yeah, just go to the call-in waiting room. I'll drag you in to the call room. First, let me set up this game though. Let's see. No, wrong thingy. I get the game capture. Oh wait, no, capture card. No signal. What? What do y'all mean no signal? Oh, right. I forgot, yo. In order to use my third-party Switch dock that I got, that I got so that I can so that I can not like. You guys see this? This where my other Switch dock is, yo. And like I don't like moving it constantly, so I was like, oh, I'll buy like a third-party one that I can like. It's actually a multi-purpose device, but it also functions as a Switch dock. I was like, okay, I'll get that, and then I don't have to keep unplugging my other dock. Problem is, doesn't work without the official Nintendo power cord. So really no point in having two docks at that point, is there? Because you gotta keep unplugging the fucking official cord. Which is fucking dumb. But that's how it goes. Okay. Is the game working now? Let's see. But yeah, yo, also, in case you guys didn't see, I've been like cleaning up all day, rearranged the whole room, got it nice and clean, mostly clean. There's still some junk around that needs to be cleaned up, but fuck yeah, dude. And soon we're gonna have a nice purple backdrop behind me, which is gonna be sexy. Maybe one day I'll even get a green screen so that we can like put other shit behind me. Possibilities are endless, yo. Fucking endless. Endless! They go on forever. Fuck yeah. Okay. So now that we got this, oh wait, is it set up? No. Well, it's partially set up. Let's set up fucking Super Mario Sunshine, yo. Yeah, I titled. Oh, I was looking at this. Yeah, yo, I was actually fucking excited because for the first time ever, there was a game that was free on the Epic Games Store, and it's this one, the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition, which I used to love this game. Like when I was a kid, like Roller Coaster Tycoon was my fucking shit. I loved this shit growing up. And I never even knew how to play it properly. I still don't. I kind of do, but I don't bother playing it properly. I just kind of like fuck around, make roller coasters, have fun. But it's fun. I kind of want it on the Switch though. I kind of really want it on the Switch because Switchy is and that's portable. I like my games portable. In case y'all didn't know that about me already. Anyway, I still play Roller Coaster Tycoon based, yo. I love that game. The thing that really excited me was when they came out with Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic on mobile. Because I was like, dude, why the fuck wasn't that game on mobile? Like when they made that, I was sad as fuck. I was angry when they made the Roller Coaster Tycoon 4 or whatever the mobile one is, and I tried playing it and it was fucking garbage. Wait, this isn't Sunshine. This is the wrong game, yo. Still Mario though. Still fucking Mario. But yeah, I hated that. I hate mobile games in general, but like that was like taking a game that I loved and like shitting all over it by adding these fucking stupid mobile mechanics that I hate. And I was salty. But then they came out with Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic on the phone, which is a combination of Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2, which is fucking dope. Like I love that. But 3 is like 3 was kind of the I'm between 2 and 3. 2 was a great game. 3 was a great game. I think 3 is where it peaked in some ways, but it peaked in other ways in 2. But yeah, they're both good games. Anyway, damn, looks like we got a bunch of callers, yo. let's bring in I guess we'll bring in everyone. Yeah, why not? What up, Hyun? What up, okay, whatever. What up, everybody? I don't think my audio settings are set up. Let me fix this. I don't know if they can hear me even. I can't hear anything. So if y'all are trying to talk to me, I don't know why I can't hear. That's so weird. Why can't I hear, yo? Speakers should be, do I have y'all muted? No. Why can't I hear anything? Oh, I'm not in the room. That's why. Oh my god. What up, guys?
Hey.
I was like, why the fuck can't I hear y'all? I was like, oh, I'm not in the call-in room. That makes sense. I'm a fucking moron. Okay, what up, y'all?
What's up, Jamie?
Just playing some gonna be playing some Super Mario Sunshine here. I named my last stream Sunshine and Positivity, and then the stream did not have much positivity. So now this one is called Sunshine and Cynicism. Cause
Hell yeah.
Wonderful.
yeah, I'm preempting the kind of conversations I know I'll probably have in this stream. So how's everyone doing, yo?
I am tired as shit.
Well,
I've been up since 3 a.m. It's now past 9 at night.
you gotta fix your fucking sleep schedule, yo.
Oh, what do you think I've been trying to fucking do, Jamie?
Just do it. Just do it. It's
What
not
the
that.
fuck
It's not
do you
that
think
hard.
I'm trying to do?
It's not that hard. Just do it. No, trust me. I get it. It's hard. Honestly, for me and Chess have been trying to. Well, I've been kind of trying to get her to like be on a slightly better sleep schedule, just because. I understand why we have the sleep schedule we do right now, because Chess works from 12:30 in the afternoon to 9 at night. Okay. And so after she's done working, like the evening part of the day is our like day, you know, that's the time we have to like spend together and like do shit and but then we end up going to bed. The goal is to go to bed at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., but we end up always going to bed 3, 4, or even later, which yeah, that's not good, because then we wake up at like 11:30, and like we got like. She's got like less than an hour to go to work or get ready for work, which I mean, she works from home, so it's not that big a deal. But like, I don't know. I like waking up earlier. I've actually realized like I actually feel better and more productive in the day when I wake up like 10, you know? And so like I will be on, like, we have like gotten like our sleep schedule a little better, but like to me it's like an hour off. Like I feel like I'd be way more productive if we were able to like shift it like by an hour. But it's so fucking hard because every night we're like, okay, we're gonna go to bed like earlier, but then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's tough.
Fucking
I've been staying up late too.
sleep is for the weak. You know what I want? I want those. You know that episode of American Dad where Stan has those pills that let
Just stay awake.
yeah. That, so you can just take the pills and you never have to sleep. It just gives you all your. Now I doubt that that type of thing would ever exist. But or if it did, it would probably create a horrible Sandman monster that would come and eat our dreams, like in Doctor Who.
Yeah, there'd be some terrible side effect.
Yeah. But I want it. I don't care about the side effects. I wanna never have to sleep, yo. Fuck sleep.
Well, unfortunately, sleep actually has a purpose.
No, I know.
Yep.
Obviously. Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's why, because I feel like I never get enough sleep. That's the thing. Like even when I get sleep, I feel like it's never enough. Oh shit, I gotta erase this fucker. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
It's
We're gonna
probably
win.
because you're not getting enough REM sleep.
REM sleep. Yeah, fuck REM
So
sleep.
when
Yeah,
you do
rapid
get
eye
it,
movement.
yeah, when you do get it, you're probably just like not used to getting that full sleep, so you just feel groggy.
Yeah. Okay, let's fucking hate this fucker. Let's beat him.
Sorry,
What?
sorry, I was. I'm just saying I was silent because I had basically had my father in, so I don't want him to suspect I'm calling in. You know.
Don't want
Yeah.
to know what kind of shows you're calling into. The degenerate.
What are you
Oh, yeah.
talking to, boy?
Yeah, especially I mean, it's nothing major. I mean, he's like one of those. He's like I think it's the first voice was like for Reagan. Like he's like those like extreme libertarian.
So he'd be like, who's this tranny you're talking to? The fuck, yo.
No, actually, he doesn't. No, he has a live and let live idea with trans people, but he doesn't think that. He doesn't believe in protected classes. kind of thing.
Oh, he's
Right.
that positive negative rights kind of shit.
Kind of, but less sophisticated in
Like,
that.
we're
I
all
mean,
equal under the law, so that's it.
Yeah. why
yeah,
not?
I mean it's naive, but it's not. You can. It's I can't really say it's malicious. I think it's just more of a naive kind of
Yeah,
thing. So
Sure.
at least a live and let live idea. And
He's
he's
a
just one of
boomer.
those libertarians who would only vote for Republicans in the sense just don't tax me kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love it. The Republicans want the giant military. They want all this shit, but they don't want to pay any taxes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
they-
a little
they-
more leaning towards the non-interventionist side a bit, like most libertarians. So
Yeah.
So what that just says to me is that he wants all the rights and none of the responsibilities.
That's every Republican.
no, but that's
That's
dude. That's like libertarians, dude. Have you
Yeah.
ever listened to Sam Cedar debate them?
I've listened.
Yeah.
I've lived with one. Okay, I've lived with one. Listen to fucking Thomas Sowell and Stephanie
I'm
Molyneux
gonna do this.
and
Oh god.
yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Thomas. Basically, I don't know if Jamie's were, but Thomas Sowell wasn't like one of the first like major African American conservatives before Candace Owens, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
major economist.
But then again, at least he's an
Oh.
econ. He does come off as fairly intelligent. I'm like,
I mean, yeah, he's a
Candace
smart
Owens?
guy. He's just like a sociopathic capitalist.
yeah, like it's just I just love, unfortunately, in contrast to my mother, who's basically in Facebook groups, who watches, and I was quite sad when she stumbled like a pro QAnon video on Facebook.
Oof.
And she
Sorry to
believes
hear
like she thinks the pandemic should be called the mandemic or the plandemic.
Oh, that horse.
The
shit.
pandemic, yeah. I have a friend online who keeps sending me these stupid memes that like the virus isn't real.
Dude, oh my god.
They made a pandemic too, by the way. I hope you understand. The
Oh, by the way,
propaganda machine keeps
Speaking of
churning them
memes,
out.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Mm?
yeah, speaking of memes, she's trying to show me like a Facebook meme trying to basically showing this is taking down universal healthcare, and she shows a meme of an obese, overweight woman from like 600-pound life eating a pizza. So she's trying to use that to debunk universal healthcare.
What? How? Here's a fat person. Universal healthcare is bullshit. What?
Yeah.
I don't see the logical.
Yes.
I don't.
I can
Obese
explain
people,
the-
therefore no health care.
No, here's the thing. The joke is he thinks that our taxes should not subsidize people who, quote unquote, choose to indulge in unhealthy behavior.
That's like
Though she smokes, so
this is-
she thinks that
This
she
is-
doesn't want public subsidization of her future
guys,
treatment. Yet she cannot afford insurance. So it's kind of find it weird that my parents who can't afford insurance would say universal health care is bad. But then again, they watch Fox News, including Tucker. So
it's like this thing they have to like deny themselves these things because if they accepted the fact that universal health care would be a good thing, that they're weak or something if they can't provide. I think there's some sort of like psychological
not
thing
even.
going
I don't
on
think
there.
it's even that. I think it's just because they watch propaganda videos that genuinely convince them that the economy will go to shit if we implement universal
That
health
too.
care.
well,
Yeah, like
what
they
it,
genuinely believe.
what it
Yeah,
comes
they genuinely believe. Yeah, that would be banned.
what
Sorry,
it
I'm
comes
done.
down to is that these arguments are simply concern troll arguments. Like no one actually care. Guys, if we implement this, we're gonna have to pay for this fat bitch, and it's gonna make our economy broke. What? No one actually believes that. Like if you believe that, you're fucking. You don't believe it. I don't believe that anyone believes that. Okay. It's just.
I think some people do. Well, maybe not the fat person per se, but just overall bankrupt our country. And I know you're not gonna like the guy, but I even hear like Destiny saying single payer would bankrupt us more in contrast to the public option.
It's been proven that it would actually save money
Yeah.
comparatively.
in the long term. Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah, I heard this.
I'm from
I
Canada.
don't know.
These arguments don't work on me. Okay, I'm from fucking Canada. That this is like
Yeah.
you.
Well, there's a reason why we go to Canada to get drugs,
Right. I mean, objectively, it's
Oh.
cheaper. There's no.
Yeah,
there's
but then
no debate.
again, But then again, they'll pull this comeback of they'll show anecdotes of Canadians going to the U.S. to get health care. So they'll pull that.
Yeah, if you're a rich
Which is
Canadian
yeah,
and you want
stupid.
top tier healthcare, yeah, you can go to the United States, pay through the nose, and get the best healthcare.
Yeah. Show me one poor person in America that can afford that same doctor that a Canadian is coming to America to go to. Like the only
Yeah.
reason a Canadian would come to America, first of all, it'll be a rich Canadian who wants some prohibitively expensive healthcare from some like top of the line fucking surgeon that like it's not. I don't even have a problem with there being like if you want to have those like high specialty doctors that like only rich people can go to. Well, I actually don't agree with that. I don't like that, but like for the time being, I don't have a problem with that being a thing. Especially if we get universal healthcare, and it's like, okay, fine, universal healthcare that covers 90% of doctors, but then here's like the top 10% of doctors that you got to still pay if you want to go to them, whatever.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that as long as the standardized healthcare is solid, you
See,
know?
Yeah.
I don't care about the individual doctors or I care about everybody being able to get a baseline of fucking healthcare that they need.
Exactly. And honestly, I actually, a couple days ago, I came across like a documentary on the NHS, which is like the British system, and how even back in the late 1940s, with over half of the House of Lords and House of Commons being full of Labour Party, which is basically socialist back in the day, it faced a lot of opposition from like medical, associations, where they would say, "Oh, doctors will become servants of the state if this gets implemented."
Oh, I hate that
Yeah,
argument
Ben
so much.
Shapiro's like, my wife will starve,
That argument makes me sick to my stomach. Guys, doctors literally take an oath. They take an oath to do no harm and to make sure that they actually like help people that are in need. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I view it the exact opposite. If you are a doctor in America and you know someone who you could help and treat, but you don't treat them because they don't have insurance or they can't afford to pay your fees or whatever, you are a killer. You are a murderer. I fucking wholeheartedly believe that. There is no excuse for like the fucking amount of fucking the cost for healthcare in this country is fucking ridiculous. For a doctor to like check your temperature, you got to pay like hundreds of dollars for something that literally doesn't fucking require them any fucking effort. Like, give me a fucking
or skill,
break.
or even skill on the patient's behalf, even like.
Yeah, I do not believe that doctors should have the right to refuse care to anyone. You become a same as like I believe when you become a cop, also your duty is to protect the public. Now, of course, they don't, but your duty should be your
That's
duty.
why I respect like Doctors Without Borders and shit so
Right.
much, because those guys go out there and just do it for free.
Or Cuban doctors who go to like fucking Latin America and Africa when they don't get paid much at all. And that's partially because even like medical school is tuition free down there, so which is a little different.
Or they bring up the VA and they bring up all the flaws with the VA.
Yeah, and honestly, and to be fair, the VA could be used as a legitimate argument against like an NHS-esque style program.
But it's just because it's not funded and nobody cares about it.
It's actually been neglected for quite some time. Yeah.
It's been neglected heavily.
Fuck.
And
fuck.
They don't incentivize good doctors to go there.
Fucking shit. No. Fuck. Go. Get a fucking piss. I'm dying. No, I fucking died. I didn't have audio on, so I didn't hear myself dying.
This is like for Jamie, in which basically I actually debated like that banana shoes guy a couple days ago, and oh boy, I was not prepared for it. Like, he was pulling up like the years kind of thing. Oh, we would have a shot in 24 if Trump wins, contrast to 28, where he even thinks even a Republican may win after two turns of a down.
So this is actually an argument that I used back when Bernie first dropped out, and I was still on the Bernie or bust train. I actually got this argument from TJ, because TJ was like, look, why I'm not voting for Biden. Why elect Biden when in 4 years, like if we elect Biden in 4 years, we're probably going to get another Republican. When if we re-elect Trump, then in 4 years we can. It's definitely going to be a Democrat, and we have a way better chance of getting a more progressive Democrat. Like,
you know what I think's funny? The Republicans never have that take. Like, oh, if we let a Democrat win, we'll have a good Republican
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, no, the Republicans don't ever use that. But here's my argument to that, guys. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who was paying attention to the primary, guys? Am I the only one who was
Yeah.
what? Like,
Nope,
okay,
I try to watch the-
Look, I will fucking concede the fact that Bernie had made more progress this year than he did this election cycle than he did the last one, and that next election cycle, whoever the progressive candidate is probably has a better chance of doing even better. However, we have no guarantee that the DNC won't pull the exact same shit again in 4 years. None.
I have a bit of criticism as far as Bernie goes, in that he really tried his hardest to
Oh no, I don't want to do this one.
mobilize people to vote for him, but he didn't channel that energy once he knew that he was pretty much out of the fucking race to actually try and get people to loosely unionize together and to actually become a political force. Now they're just disaffected and they're split up between, people who don't want to vote for Biden and people who are going to vote for Biden, or people who are going to vote third fucking party.
Yeah.
And you really pissed that away.
It's like you got the Jimmy Dore sect of the left.
Oh,
now
I
that's
used to
just
watch
going
that
on.
freaking guy.
I know, I
Fuck
used to
Jimmy
too.
Dore.
I liked him for a while, but now he's fucking terrible.
I never watched him like a lot, but I'd seen a few clips of him and like, oh yeah, he's pretty good. But then like
Well, here's the
now I
yeah.
see
The thing
clips
with
of
him is
and it
that
just makes
all
me
he
cringe.
is just rage, and that kind of gets old. And I used to would listen to him basically be Bernie or bust. I used to really follow that guy, except with the part where he was advocating for a third party. Even I at the time thought that was dumb.
The third party thing is just really. I'm sorry, like. No offense to anyone who's still on the third party bandwagon, but it really is a naive fucking. Oh my god. Okay, can I just say this
I
fucking
think for
game?
the future.
Hold up. So
Can I hang on? Can I just say my one fucking problem with this game? I need to bitch about this. I'm stuck on like all the worst fucking levels I'm stuck on all the worst fucking stages in each level, and it fucking pisses me off. And I don't want to do these right now because I'm gonna be too distracted. God damn it.
Yeah, that level you were just doing is pretty tough.
It is. I just had to quit 2 levels. I'm like, nope, I can't do either. What? I'm gonna go back to the one that I just failed at because I don't know
This
why.
one's tough too, if I remember.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm doing the one I just failed at because the only reason I failed is because I fucked up. I wasn't listening to the audio and I died. Ironically enough, I'm doing dentistry on an eel, and I just had dentistry done on myself the other day, and it still hurts. But
You gotta clean those
Yeah.
teeth.
Yeah,
No,
on
no,
that.
it was an. I'm sorry.
Yeah, on that like freaking debate, I think he was trying to basically pull off that year statistic, and I didn't necessarily know how to basically combat this. And I would argue that Trump would be bad, for the environment. And he challenged me to name a few things why Trump would be bad for the environment. And I said maybe he'll expand the petroleum industry, clean coal. I did not mention the EPA, and he
Well,
says
he's a
like,
bloodthirsty capitalist, so he's gonna let the corporations do whatever
Yeah.
the fuck they want. And he's also already loosened the
Yeah, but
EPA regulations, gutted the EPA.
He's basically just shit all over the regulations.
That I
in the
forgot.
place.
He allowed higher percentages of feces to be in our pork products.
I mean, I'll be
You know
honest,
that.
Joe. Even if Trump wasn't doing anything one way or another for climate change, Biden would still be better because Biden actually has agreed to like do something better. Now, I know a lot of people are like,
recognizes that
I
global
brought this
warming is a
up.
thing.
yeah, listen, I brought this up, and basically, and I said what about he's going to concede to some parts of the Green New Deal and say that something is better than nothing. That was my point.
right?
And he says that, oh, the Green New Deal and Biden's part, that's just all freaking lip service. That was his supposed rebuttal.
No, I don't think it got. I don't know. Even if it
Maybe to a
is,
certain extent.
guys, look, the climate change thing. I know it's important. It's not like the hill I'm dying on one way or another when it comes to Biden. the hill I'm dying on when it comes to Biden is the fact that Trump objectively causes more harm than good. The fact that he has caused more harm, he continues to, and we absolutely need literally any Democrat in office to undo all of the shit that he's done. And I fully am aware, like, dude, guys, I would be fine with let's elect Biden and impeach him the next day. I don't care about Biden. I don't give two shits about Biden. I care about fucking this orange fucking fascist child, this petulant fucking child being out of the fucking out of office, because that's the fucking problem.
There's one problem with this theory though that kind of flies in the face of what you would want and what you're gonna get. See, what the thing is that with Biden, sure, you can vote him in, he might win, but from day fucking one, do you think that you're gonna have a mandate at all in fucking Congress to want to impeach him? No, it's not even going to be considered.
Well, I don't think it will. I don't think it will be. I'm just saying, for all I care, like, I don't care about keeping Biden in office. I don't care about Biden as a person. I don't care about what he does. It's literally, we have someone who is extremely fucking dangerous in this country, and that is in office, and we need to get rid of him. Like, I get that Biden isn't that much better, but he's still not Trump. And there is nothing that anyone could say to convince me that 4 more years of Trump would be anything but disastrous. Like, it literally has affected lives. Because of Trump, there are a number of people that are dead today that could be alive in a number of fucking areas. You want to talk COVID? You want to talk fucking BLM riots? You want to talk fucking drone strikes and fucking wars that he promised to end?
It's like he's even gotten cops killed with his violent rhetoric.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I actually try to argue with the guy that, just for example, like on healthcare, Biden would, would for a fact would just reverse, Trump's executive orders against Obamacare.
Yeah.
And he literally argues, well, and he argued that would still be shitty because people are forced to fill in the mandate, insurance mandate.
Look,
I defended the insurance mandate by saying that, dude, with Trump's executive orders, more people died.
Right. Yeah. No. What was it?
You gotta get oxygen, Jamie.
Oh yeah, I do. Fuck, I'm about to die anyway. Yeah, like, fuck. Biden's, fuck. Yeah, no, Trump, lost millions of people their health care by gutting Obamacare. Like, the fact that Obamacare didn't cover everybody, it still covered more people than are covered now and were covered before. So, the fact is, like, even bringing back Obamacare would still be a net positive. That's the thing. I feel like we're arguing with a lot of people, and this is why I really think.
And the public option with
So I really like. Here's the problem, guys. I feel like we're really arguing with people who, like, they don't. It's very hard to make people see, like, the fucking incremental change. Like, because here's the thing. I understand why people are cynical as fuck about this. I get it. And it really is the cynicism that prevents people from seeing a vote for Biden as anything but a waste and just kicking the can down the road, as Banana Shoes said in my debate with him the other day. So that's the thing. That's how they view it. It's like, unless you give us actual real solutions that fix everything, I don't want it. The problem is, we're probably not going to get those either way. Like, imagine we wait 4 years and try to vote in Nina Turner or whatever, and then she loses too. Like,
yeah,
that's kicking the can down the road. And then, yeah, or we get like a Biden too. We get someone like Pete Buttigieg or someone. That's kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
Also, not to mention, like, he keeps complaining about voting for Biden. Like, oh, what's your plan? What's your plan? And I argue that, yes, vote for Biden as a form of minor harm reduction. Well, in the meantime, we can do some direct action, like, as even some of TJ's suggestions, like, organizing think tanks, get better independent funding and advertising for our media. And his response was he was very skeptical that Vosh will one day radicalize, a good chunk of the electorate.
I mean,
It's not on Vosh alone. I mean,
no, it's not. More and more people are becoming radicalized constantly, and now Vosh is doing a really good job at that.
Yeah.
Like a really good job at bringing more people over who were, and that's the thing. I know a lot of people hate Vosh and are like, "Ugh, what a toxic community he's got," or what a fucking whatever. The fact is, he has brought over so many fucking anti-SJWs, so many alt-righters, alt-lighters, so many fucking Nazis and shit. Like,
I used to like watch Ben Shapiro and shit, and then I started watching Destiny and Vosh, and I got away from that dumb shit.
damn, you actually unironically watched Ben Shapiro? I've never.
I mean, I never like agreed with like everything he said, but I
Sure.
used to watch him like, oh well, he has some good economic takes, I guess. You know, I don't know.
So yeah, it's just saying you're a typical. I'm sorry,
I
but
mean-
Shapiro, I don't think he never gave me the impression of being like an alt right or an alt light or even he's like your run of the mill conservative, pretty much.
I don't know. He does spout a lot of white supremacist talking points. At least these days. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't really say much. I used to watch shit like
I was more like a centrist. At
yeah,
one point.
I used to watch shit like the Kumite and Killstream and
Oh yeah, I did too.
Oh God, really?
But I
Those
disagreed
guys?
with Ethan
Oh,
Ralph even when I used to watch.
I
that
did
stuff,
too.
but-
No, I disagreed with a lot of the shit they said, but I also agreed with more of their rhetoric than I care to admit.
Yeah,
I never agreed with any of the race realism crap. I was always
I never
against
Yeah,
that.
I never agreed with that stuff, but I didn't understand Black Lives Matter back
Right.
then.
No,
was
I
like,
didn't
well, why
either.
don't all lives matter?
Yeah. No,
You
I
know
did.
that dumb.
No, that's true. I didn't understand because I really feel like a lot of us have been like pulled down the anti-SJW rabbit hole just because of
I
like
never was.
they,
No, even back when I was watching DJ back in the mid 2000s, I never really.
Sure. No, I'm not saying
cared for that.
I'm not saying everyone was, but I know a lot of people were, and I can't really disparage people for going. Like, I get why it happened. The problem with the fucking left, the left was not good at rhetoric. They're still not. Let's be honest. The left has
Yeah,
a real
Definitely.
problem when it comes to voicing their ideas and making them palatable to the general public. Like, we're not good
Exactly.
at that. We need to get, and that's
In fact,
why.
the alt
Very
right.
bad.
I'm sorry to say this, but the alt I came across like a good like video decrypting like a alt right video. I forgot which channel, but he pointed out like an anonymous 4chan post recommending alt writers to basically never reveal their ideal goals in order to
Yeah,
make it
yep.
palatable
It's
to the public.
crypto
Never be in
offensive.
an echo chamber.
Oh yeah, you gotta hide.
even.
You gotta hide your power level, yo. Can't let people
Yeah, but
know.
also try to also hang out with normies even. Like they got good advice on how to actually appeal to normies and basically have practical goals such as repealing the 1965
The left just
Immigration
can't market.
Act.
Like the whole defund the police is just a great example.
Yeah,
Everybody
well,
just strong against that
again,
because it's
I
worded bad.
I even agree with the wording. I just think too many people are like, if people were smarter, it would work. But the fact is, like, lefties. See, here's the thing: a lot of lefties are really smart people. They are, okay, but they don't like understand the fact that their opponents and the people that they're trying to win over are not smart people. They don't understand theory. They don't understand psychology, biology, science, any of this shit. And this is why
Sociology.
So yeah, this is why it's very, very easy for the left to or for the right to misinterpret the left's positions on many things and make us look like the idiots, even though we have the correct positions that are based by science, fact, sociology, all kinds of data and research. Like there are so many things where like our side is objectively correct, but we don't have the kind of rhetoric. We don't know how to like explain it to dumb people. That's really what it is. Because if these people went to fucking college, took a sociology class, they would probably come to the same conclusions as a lot of us. But they don't.
Yeah, but
They're just average people.
Yeah,
Of
because they
education.
genuinely believe that sociology is full of cultural Marxist brainwashing. Like I actually
Sure.
get this crap all the time, yet I'm a med student, so my mother constantly rails against, oh, they're trying to brainwash you, blah blah blah.
My God.
Yet I read Edmund Burke in one of my courses, in one of my like humanities courses. Edmund
Yeah.
effing Burke and Thomas Hobbes, along with Mark and Sartre, but
Yeah.
it's not as ubiquitous as they say it is. It's not anywhere consistently lib in all of my anecdotes. Come on.
it's really frustrating, and I get it. Like we all want to radicalize everyone and turn everyone over to the correct ideology, but it's hard. Like that's honestly that's why we need people like Vosh, and I know a lot of people like are really fucking not on that band. They're like, no, fuck Vosh, dude. I'm sorry, anyone who's been able to pull that many people over using very simple rhetoric. I mean, because there's a lot I didn't understand. There's a lot I didn't understand about my own gender identity. If it wasn't for Vosh, I wouldn't understand gender theory, and I probably wouldn't have been comfortable coming out as trans. And
Yeah,
and this is the thing, because the right has been allowed to
that's
use
another thing. I didn't understand trans
Yeah.
issues at all before.
the right has been allowed to dominate the conversation with so many dishonest talking points for so long, where they say shit like, oh, well, trans people are trying to say that gender isn't real and they're trying to go against science. And this is rhetoric coming from people who don't understand science themselves.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry, but I gotta have to give you like an experience anecdote, because I was arguing with my mother, who kind of grew up Pentecostal. So to her, the idea of gender being, between your ears and not your legs is just something she cannot wrap her mind around. And to her,
Those
she
people
basically
never get it.
cited
Those
that,
people are
that trans. She genuinely thinks there's a conspiracy tried to make that supposed scientific consensus is some kind
Oh
of
yeah.
being
Well, okay.
distorted. And she'll cite an example of a
Yeah.
somehow like bad peer review article or an interview by someone within the field claims that a low bar peer review paper somehow slipped through the system, and then of course she will ask me, oh, how much does it take for all scientists to be bought? Basically, she's arguing against my thought process of respecting consensus on any given subject. And so basically she can easily fall into that
scientists, right?
conspiratorial.
This is why like religion is like, I don't think it's like verbatim like a mental illness, but it is heavily tangled in with mental illness. Oh yeah. Guys, a lot of religious people are just plain schizophrenic. Like just plain schizophrenic. Like just think about
All sorts of shit.
Yeah, think about what you have to believe in order to think that like the scientific community as a whole is like some giant fucking conspiracy. Like everyone who does a peer review, everyone who like tries to like any study that's done or whatever, any scientific consensus, it's all bullshit. Like we literally, and the thing that infuriates me about this the most is that we've actually come up with a very good system for peer review and for coming up with the most correct scientific consensus. It's getting better, not worse. We're coming to more correct conclusions than incorrect ones. But the fact is, so many people don't understand this shit. They don't understand the scientific community. They've never looked into it. They've never touched upon it. They don't know anything about it. And so they just take a look at it. And because they were raised in their fucking beliefs where they're told, like, this is how it is, and anyone else who tells you anything different is lying to you, they just make those assumptions, and they're not going to hear anything different.
Exactly. And I wanted to
pay for like science. Like you can pay to like get something you want to be like, like you can pay for a study or whatever, but it's going to get peer reviewed, like you said, and then there's going to be another study that comes out that disproves it.
Exactly. Like this is what gets annoying me of how this system works. It's just like in this. And honestly, whenever I pull this argument, once I explain the peer review process to them, whenever I get into arguments like in YouTube comments, I rarely get a reply. It's like, or they would just reassert their position as if I said nothing.
That happens
Basically,
all the time.
brick walls are more fruitful at conversations than half the people I argue in YouTube comments.
Just call you like a C.
Yeah, people in YouTube comments are fucking cancerous, and they don't want to argue. They just want to go around, spout their nonsense, and really what it is, people in YouTube comments are just trying to trigger people. Like I don't even know why. I argue with people. I argue with people sometimes. I actually argued with someone this morning who commented on my stream from yesterday, and it was a turf, and she was like, "Trans ideology erases women." Actually, what was the exact? Here, let me see if I can find the exact quote, because it was fucking dumb.
Some JK type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, the whole denial of like consensus is just what really drives me up a wall. And I brought up like banana shoes guy, and I literally try to argue. Now, I have the position that basically you should probably trust the credentialed people because I myself am not scientifically literate, and I do think you need to have at least like a major to be credentialed because. For the record, I noticed that Jordan Peterson has like a bachelor's in poli-sci, yet he says like the dumbest shit on political science.
Well,
And I
guys,
heard some people say the same for AOC on stock buybacks, yet she has like an honors bachelor in econ. Trump has a bachelor's in econ, yet he is into Reaganomics.
guys, hot take. Degrees mean absolutely nothing. They mean literally nothing. Okay? There are people that have degrees that I could fucking argue circles around, and there are people who have no degrees who are probably a million times smarter than I am. It means nothing. It means nothing.
Yeah, no, because like in order to, well, I mean, you can get a degree and still be an idiot and have all sorts of wrong ideas. But
which is why I found
like a lot of really intelligent people in our on the left have degrees, and like it's benefited them.
This is why I would argue for consensus, because I don't want just like anyone can cherry pick like a random guy with a degree who believes in like crackpot theories, like David Irving, with the freaking Holocaust. But it's more important to focus on the consensus. Like 97% of biologists believe in evolution.
Yeah.
They're just a handful of Jordan Peterson.
I don't know. It's really frustrating because like it's hard to get through to someone who's literally just living in a different reality. That's really what it comes down to. Like,
which is why I don't even like conservatives or anyone basically to the right of soapdoms, because I can't even agree with like 5% of basic reality.
Like, I can't even view the world through their eyes. Like, I just don't. I don't get it.
See, I can view the world through their eyes because I did. I was raised conservative, Christian, evangelical.
Yeah, like I've been an atheist since I was like 12.
That's based. No, I was a Christian.
13.
I was a Christian until, let's see, how old was I when I stopped being a Christian? Probably in my 20s. Like probably my like early 20s. I started listening to George Carlin. And it was George Carlin's quote where he goes like, oh yeah, God that created the entire universe, and he cares specifically about what you do in your life, and if you do any of these things that he says not to do, he'll send you to a fucking place of burning and fire and torment for all eternity where you're gonna suffer, but he loves you. And that was the moment where I just kind of. Yeah, that was the thing that snapped me out of it. I was like, because I was already kind of like iffy on the religion thing. I was in a point in my life where I was just like praying, crying out to God constantly, like, please listen to me, answer my prayers. I need you. I'm fucking like, I was suicidal as fuck. I was ready to. But here's the thing. Like, I could give this story where I tell the story about how I was at the end of my rope. I was fucking ready to fucking end it all. I felt like I had no alternative, that there was no hope for me, and God still didn't answer, and so I came to the conclusion there is no God. But and that would make sense to a lot of people. It'd be like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. But I can tell you right now why that won't make sense to a religious person. I've had this conversation with my father. He pretty much, and this is the thing about religious people too. They're heavy into the victim blaming shit. My parents fully believe that the reason for my depression, the reason for every single one of my the reason for every single one of my hardships in life is because I didn't pray enough. I didn't read enough of my Bible. I wasn't a good enough Christian. That's what it comes down to for them. So they can be, I can be like, guys, I'm going through some fucking horrible shit and I can't cope anymore, and I can't believe in a God who would fucking abandon me in my time of need. And then they just say, no, you actually abandoned God. You abandoned God a long time ago. Why should he do anything for you? And so you can't talk to these people. Like,
nothing is falsifiable.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is why, and I had my mother kind of talk about this kind of issue without addressing that argument. And her argument is basically, well, God gave us free will, so some people would go to hell because God doesn't want to create a bunch of like the angels. who were like
Okay.
slavishly
So,
devoted for.
by the way, when they use the term I always was told growing up was robots. God didn't create robots.
Yep.
I hate
Yep,
that
same
so
exact
much
argument.
because they want you to be robots. They don't want you to think for yourself.
Free will, you can go to hell. You know what I mean? Like, why give people the option to like damn themselves for all of eternity?
Yeah.
If you're an all-powerful creator.
But that's not free will, honey.
Yo, what up, Ariel Fernandez? Welcome. Yeah, no, it's fucking insane.
Why would Satan have a bad place? Like, why wouldn't Satan make hell awesome just to spite God?
Yeah, he probably would.
You know?
There's just so much to it that makes zero sense. But I really hate the robot argument because they're like, God didn't want you to be robots. You know, God wants us to have free will. Okay, I have free will. I'm living my life. If by your logic, I chose to be trans, then okay, I'm living my life based on my free will, right? But no, God doesn't want that, right? God's gonna send me to hell for living the lifestyle that I'm living. So what's the fucking
The
point?
reason why they think this argument is good because they think that by choosing like to worship God willingly, they think that's more sincere than being like than like an
But
angel.
it's not
by
willingly.
design.
Guys, that's the fucked up thing. When I worshipped God, it was not willingly. I was terrified. I was terrified of going to hell from the minute I was a child. When I was 4 years old, my parents told me about hell, and I was fucking terrified. I was fucking I was so afraid of going to hell and spending an eternity burning. Like, and my parents made sure to like terrify me about that. And so it's like, am I a true Christian? I came to the conclusion when I was in my early 20s that I was like, yeah, I never have been a Christian. I was never a real Christian, not a sincere one anyway. I literally only believed in God and read my Bible and prayed or whatever, went to church because I was afraid of going to hell. It wasn't sincere. I was never sincere. I was afraid of the altar. I was told I'm going to hell if I don't do this shit, so I did this shit, right? Like, so, and that's a lot of people. That's a lot of religious people. Like, a lot of them use Pascal's wager on you, and that's, by the way, the minute a Christian uses Pascal's wager on me, I made a video a while back called "No True Christian would use this argument," because I know that the no true Scotsman fallacy, but the fact is, if you are a Christian, first of all, the Bible says most Christians believe, yeah, sincerity. That's why they believe in free will. God wants you to be sincere. Also, most Christians believe. I mean, the Bible says, you know, he doesn't want people who are lukewarm. He wants you to be. The Bible literally says he would rather have you hot or cold. He would rather you be vehemently against him. He would rather you hate him openly than just be a lukewarm. Yeah, kind of like that. That's literally what they believe. So to say shit like that, but then be like, but guys, what? Don't you want to hedge your bets? What if you go to hell? That's not sincerity. That's not sincerity. And any God, like what self-respecting God would want someone worshiping them who doesn't even actually believe in them, but is just afraid of going to hell?
Why would you want anything to worship you anyways? Like, if I had an ant farm, I wouldn't want the ants to worship me.
Well, that's just you. Trust me, people want to be worshipped. Okay,
Yeah,
there are people out there.
That's just me.
I mean, Trump. The existence of Trump, pretty much proves that. Okay.
But if you're an omnipotent, omniscient being, you know, you think it'd be a little bit more evolved than Donald Trump.
Yeah, you'd think that. That's the thing that blows my mind. Again, these Christians fucking hold up Trump on a pedestal like he's some great person, and he doesn't hold any of the values of their savior, their Jesus. They don't either. They don't, because Jesus was a fucking socialist. Jesus was absolutely a fucking socialist.
They just deny basically all of Christ's teachings.
Maybe even a maybe
all the time.
Actually, I think Jesus was a communist.
Dude, have
honestly.
you seen this dark? Yeah, have you seen this Dark Matter 2025 video where he shows like Jesus as like a Republican who demands like the poor to pull out their insurance cards?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that. That sounds hysterical.
Like,
oh, it is.
It's fucking insane. Yeah, I've actually wanted to make a video for a long time called Jesus is a Socialist or Jesus is a Communist.
Yeah.
Because he is.
Or even better.
Yeah, he like was against.
He told people to sell their. Yeah, he told people to sell their or give away your belongings, and give your belongings to the poor, give your money to the poor, and just follow him and just live like a communist lifestyle like that. What do you think Jesus and his disciples were? They were a bunch of fucking communist hippies that traveled the lands, living off the land, helping each other when it came to food and whatnot. I mean, they didn't even
like going to burn nowadays.
Yeah, they didn't even stock up on food. We have like from shit that happened in the Bible, like when it was time to like feed the masses, it was like, oh shit, we ain't got no food. Gotta go around and ask for some loaves and fishes that Jesus can multiply. Like you'd think that Jesus would at least carry a loaf and a fish with him at all times to multiply. He didn't even do that. They didn't believe in having belongings or hoarding anything. They literally just lived off the land and shit and they didn't believe in accumulating wealth.
I'm sorry, but there was a good bit where he demands, Jesus in this Dark Matter 25 kind of video demands to pull off their insurance card, and he denied some of their insurance cards because they were out of network.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's totally what Jesus would have done. Yeah, Jesus healed people for free. Jesus didn't charge money to heal people. He healed them for free.
What's like the economical thing to do here? Like, oh, I could probably make X amount of dollars a year.
Yeah. It's fucking disgusting. These Christians are the literally like that's the thing because that's the thing that blows my mind because like I told you guys, I came out of this shit. I was one of these people, and it still blows my mind that I ever believed this shit.
TJ's video where he was basically saying that the Westboro Baptist Church was like the real Christians.
Yeah, no, I agreed with him. Well, no, actually, okay, in a sense. See, here's the thing. There are no real Christians, okay? But are they following more of the, at least the Old Testament teachings? Yeah, definitely. Now, no Christians really follow the New Testament teachings. None. I can't, if they did, we'd have, like, communist socialist churches and shit where they just, like, anyone needs anything, you just go to this church and the pastors don't fucking they collect their tithes or whatever, but nothing goes to them. It all just goes to the people. Everything they do is now there are churches that do charitable shit. I'm not saying those don't exist, but they also do a lot
on a mass scale.
Yeah,
Unitarian churches are kind of like that, right?
They do a lot to profit themselves.
Exactly, and I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but there's like an ideology called liberation theology, which is basically like religious socialism.
God. What the fuck is religious socialism?
I'm talking about like liberation theology.
Yeah, like what is it?
It was like an ideology in Latin America in the 60s that tied communistic or socialistic movements that cited religion as an inspiration, emphasizing Jesus as early, revolutionary for his time.
I mean, I wouldn't even fully disagree with that because yeah, Jesus absolutely advocated for that shit. And if people want to use Jesus to fucking rep socialism, I'm not against that. It's a hell of a lot better than what they use Jesus for now. They use Jesus to promote a fucking petulant orange fucking fascist right now that they think is literally anointed by God. My God, if Jesus was real and he fucking were here to witness Trump right now, oh my God.
Trump.
Here's the thing. I heard that the reason why those evangelical Christians support Trump is simply because Trump will pay lip service to their ideas by basically being anti-LGBTQ.
Religion, though. His whole life he's been an atheist. I mean, I'm pretty sure Trump's like an atheist.
No, he is. But guys, that's how easy Christians are. That's the thing. Again, I grew up with these people, and my parents were always very easy to impress when it comes to just, oh, this person believes in God. Oh, do they? Like they'd see like some secular show on.
They'd say,
Yeah, no, they'd see some like secular show on television or some secular celebrity that like has nothing to do with like their religious shit, and they'd be like, oh, I don't know about this. And it's like, no, this person's actually a Christian. Oh, they're a Christian. Oh, okay, well that's good actually. We need to like be hardcore. Like they would completely flip. Like my dad is the kind of person that like if he could like see an artist and be like, oh, I don't like this person. I don't like the kind of stuff they do. And then oh, they're actually a Christian. Oh, really? Oh, I'm actually their biggest fan now. Literally, he'll do that. Like it's fucking
That's
insane.
hilarious.
Yeah, I've looking over Trump's like Wikipedia, and it says that Trump identifies as Presbyterian.
Yeah, sure he does.
Yeah, identify.
It doesn't matter. Like guys, I could identify as a Christian. What does that mean? I could be, hey guys, this is a Christian channel now, guys. Come on, Christians, give me money.
Hey, if you're gonna run for office, you got to be a Christian because
Yeah, that's
that's
another thing. Like if I were a Christian in this country, knowing that was actually the case, I would not trust a single politician when they tell me
Right.
they're a Christian. I'd be like, are you kidding me? You're just trying to get my vote. Fuck you. Why do Christians have zero sense of skepticism? Oh, I know why they do, because they've been trained to just believe whatever the fuck they hear. They're trained to believe in confirmation bias, and they obviously won't just believe anything, but as long as it comes from a source that agrees with them on whatever issues they find most important, oh yeah, they'll believe anything they say. All they have to do is turn on Kenneth Copeland and hear him say, gee, I have a word from the Lord that tells me that Trump has been anointed by God, and that Trump is going to lead this country into a revolution. And the Christians who 5 minutes ago would have been like, he said grab him by the pussy. That's kind of crass. I'm not. The minute they hear that, they go, oh, he's a Christian. He's God's. Yeah, fuck yeah.
He made a mistake. It's okay.
God damn it! Why is this coin running
Yeah.
for me?
And they also believe that the Democrats are literally Satanists. You know what I mean?
of
That like
course.
eat babies.
Like that's
Demon rats, as my mom calls them.
again, this is what I was raised to believe, is that anyone who doesn't agree, it's basically literally just anyone who doesn't agree with us is a demon. Anyone who does, gay people are demons, trans people are demons. Why do you think I'm disowned by my parents? They believe I'm literally a demon now. They literally think I'm a
For
demon.
real?
Yes, they literally think.
Really?
Well, they either think that I am a demon myself or that I am possessed by a demon. Yes.
I think you're possessed now.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Which, by the way, I actually wanted to bring this up. So I brought this up a couple.
So fast.
Yeah, I brought this up a couple days ago or a few weeks ago after I first came out. I was telling you guys that I was really concerned to tell certain members of my family, including my grandmother, who's almost 88. I actually had a conversation with her the other day, and I told her, and guys, I'll be real with you. I'm still shocked as fuck at the way she took it. Like she actually, like this is an 88-year-old woman who is more progressive than people half her age. She literally told me, like, she was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. She's like, there's a lot of people that do that. Like, I don't care. Like, that's like, what am I going to say? Like, I still love you. You're my grandson. Like, or you're my grandchild. Not, yeah. I'll always love you. I was surprised as fuck because that's not the reaction I got from my parents. The reaction I got from my parents was basically, you're a demon. You're disowned. You're not a. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I wanted to bring this up too. I've been wanting to. I've been wanting to rant about this for a while. I haven't ranted about this on stream. I need to get this out. Oops, I died. Whatever. So as I told you guys, my parents disown me. My mother literally said, "I am dead." She said she is mourning the loss of her son, and I'm dead to her, right? So, basically, my little sister has been using my Netflix for a while, okay? And I didn't want her to. I don't like that because if she's using it, my parents are using it because she lives with them. And I changed my Netflix password a few months ago, and I was like, because I actually was going to cancel my account, but then I was like, okay, whatever. My little sister begged me for it. I was like, okay, fine, you can have it. I'll let you use it, but you cannot give it to your parents. I was like, please respect my wishes. Do not give it to your parents. If they want to use Netflix, they can go buy their own shit. Okay? This is just for you. Obviously, she fucking didn't listen to that, and immediately gave it to
Yeah,
my
how
mother.
can you even?
Well, you're
Yeah, how can
probably
she
like
even hold it
basically
on her
forced
end of the bargain? Even
Yeah.
how is that even possible to keep it a secret?
It's not to keep it a secret. I didn't want her to give them access to it. I didn't want her to give them the password. It was supposed to be. But anyway, so because guys, I've been paying for Netflix for everyone in my family for like 5 years, maybe longer. Like I have been paying for Netflix for even people out of my family. There were like 6 or 7 people that were on my Netflix, and I don't even use it anymore. So I was like, and Chess's sister offered us her account. Since we had an HBO account that we let her use, she was like, okay, you guys want to use my Netflix? I was like, you know what? I should probably cancel my Netflix because I don't even have an income anymore, the only income I get is the little bit of donations I get on these streams. So yeah, I can't afford Netflix. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to cancel it. But so, and here's the thing. That happened a few months ago where my sister got access to it. Fast forward to like last week. I was like, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna cancel my Netflix, and I did that. I didn't cancel it yet, but I changed the password and I kicked everyone off of it because I was like, no, I'm getting ready to cancel it. And you know what? I was pissed because I logged onto my Netflix. Oh, I should probably tell this part. I logged onto my Netflix and I saw that my mother had made her own profile. So not only that, they changed the profile that I had given to my sister and I put with her name. They changed it to Mommy, Daddy, and my sister's name. They changed that profile, and then my mother added a second profile that was just hers. And that made me mad. That made me really mad because she added that profile after saying that I was dead to her. So this fucking cunt who says that I'm dead to her and doesn't want anything to do with her own child is still perfectly fine freeloading my fucking Netflix account. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, essentially leeching off your account, pretty much.
Fuck you. I told her fuck no. Well, I didn't tell her anything. That's what the catalyst was for me changing my password for the second time.
Deleted the account or whatever.
Yeah. That was the catalyst for me changing my password again and kicking everyone out. And I'm like, okay, I'm ending my account by the end of the month anyway, so whatever. My little sister calls me literally the next morning because I changed it at night, like in the middle of the night. I changed the password. She calls me first thing in the morning, like 6 a.m. Okay, now I get it. She's in a different time zone, so to her it's 8 a.m. But still, like, really fucking early. Okay, she calls me first thing in the morning. I ignore the call. Like, because I'm fucking sleeping. Me and Chess are sleeping. Like, fuck you. And then later, like, she messages me and, like, is, like, crying and bitching, like, how could you take away this Netflix thing? You know that you know that mom is like sick and she can't get out of bed and she has nothing to do all day. I'm like, bitch, I don't care. I'm dead to her. Y'all can't afford a fucking Netflix subscription. You really can't afford. Fuck you. My mother is on disability, okay? And I was on disability too. How do you think I was paying for my Netflix, for my fucking disability money? I told my sister, you can fucking tell your mother, take her some of her fucking disability money, go pay for fucking Netflix. I don't care. So yeah, that shit just
basically, okay, now I understand why. Because I can imagine most middle-income people who complain they can't afford Netflix. The reason why they can't afford it is because they're under a mountain of like credit card debt due to financial illiteracy.
No, my parents are absolutely under a mountain of debt. It's not my problem. It's not my fucking problem, guys. I'm so sick of I'm so sick. My parents are the kind of people that will treat you like absolute fucking garbage, but still try to freeload off of you. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Fuck that.
They're the worst kind of people.
Yeah,
in fact,
they're the worst.
In fact, their next door neighbors that they've been shit talking for years. My mother recently gave them a sob story to convince them to let her use their internet. So this is like, these are literally the worst kind of fucking freeloaders. So yeah, I'm
parents are like Brett Keane.
They're Brett Keane. They're exactly like Brett Keane. Yeah. Brett Keane is the type of person who would like shit on you 1 minute and then ask you for a favor. Like, fuck you.
Why don't you let me use the Netflix situation?
Yeah.
Situation. Dawn, where's my goddamn mac and cheese? Have you seen that Creationist Cat video where Paul did the voice for, like, go ahead.
Yes. I've seen
was
that. I've
hilarious.
seen it many times.
I think
I
I've seen
love this
that one.
joke about the Dorn hub. That is so
Pornhub,
funny.
yeah, that was funny. I remember that.
That's guys. Why do you like that? That's why like.
Doesn't-
That's why I like when I watch Brett Keane. I know for a lot of people, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe people like this exist. I'm like, I can. I grew up with people like this, yo.
Does he have a channel now? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
aside outside of BitChute,
He never
This
doesn't.
website,
what's his name?
He never doesn't have a channel. I don't know. He changes it every 5
It's like
minutes.
God Radio. I don't know.
God is
I tried-
great and loves Brett Keane. I don't know.
He's
He's
only a Christian because he got donos one time.
Yeah. well, that shows you like that's the most mask off thing he's ever fucking admitted to, because that really is what it comes down to. What's gonna benefit me more if I fucking pretend to believe in their ideology? That's really all
Honestly,
it is.
The atheists didn't support me, but the Christians came out.
Yeah.
and I swear to God, like all I could find for Brett Keane is literally just like 10 like compilation videos up 10 hours per video
Oh,
of
yeah.
all the drunken peasants.
Yeah, it's like all drunken peasant stuff.
Yeah, no,
It's
because
just archived.
yeah, Brett deletes his YouTube
Brett-
channels,
oh,
gets
he-
banned
I
constantly.
love it.
Like,
And apparently he's saying like white supremacist garbage on BitChute.
oh yeah, no,
you
I
know.
saw some of that. No, it's disgust.
Yeah.
It's really.
G-Man too. Recently, G-Man said that he would, if he ran across a trans person and like they tried to pick him up on a date, he would take a baseball bat.
Oh
to
yeah,
him.
no, I saw that. I actually was gonna comment on that on a stream, but I ended up. I don't remember why I didn't do it, but no, that was disgusting. If I ever dated, I'd kill him. No, he actually said he might kill them. He
Yeah,
said he literally said I might end up in jail because I'd probably kill the person. Yeah, he said that on DP like openly.
G-Man, why would you be picking up a trans person for a date if you didn't
Yeah.
want to do that?
Well, my thing is, motherfucker, what makes you think a trans person wants your fucking little sissy dick?
Yeah.
Fuck you. No one wants you.
you're fucking
Like
bigot.
you really think we're all sitting here like getting turned on by transphobic people? Oh yeah, you see that guy who thinks our identity is invalid and thinks we're disgusting scum.
Maybe Blair White.
I want to fuck.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. You think we're sitting here thinking, oh yeah, I want to fuck that person. Oh fuck, oh that makes my girl dick hard as fuck, yo. A dude that thinks that I'm a man in drag and that I'm mentally ill and that I'm possessed by demons or whatever. Oh yeah, never gotten harder over anything in my life. Fuck off. No one like there is nothing less attractive to me than a transphobe. Okay, and I'm pretty sure most trans people are on board with that. Maybe there's some that aren't. I'm not gonna say there's some that probably aren't. Like there's definitely ones that.
Isn't Blair White one of those self-hating people?
Oh yeah, Blair White is absolutely a self-hating trans person. Like there's
she like her own shit.
There's no doubt in my mind, especially when she says things like, "Oh well, the only real trans people are people who actually pass or have gone through hormone or this or that or whatever." Like it's so clear she fucking hates herself. She hates her transness, but she can't deny that that's who she is. You know, even though she hates it about herself.
She does it because she makes money.
Yep. And I know I was gonna say she's gonna milk off of that, you know. Being the
Makes a lot of
token.
money off the right wingers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's the Jesse Lee Peterson grift. It's the Candace Owens grift. It's the
Candace
hey
Owens
guys,
is awful.
I'm the good one. I know all these other trannies and blacks and whatever, you know, they're all horrible, but
Owens basically said that George Floyd deserved to die.
wait, who did?
I know you did it.
Candace Owens said that.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't
I
paying
can't-
She's like,
attention.
well,
Said
he
what?
wasn't being an upstanding citizen, and if he was just being like a white man, then he wouldn't have died.
Yeah, I can't say what I think Candace Owens deserves, but
Yeah, I'm on the same page. I think, Jamie.
fuck her. She is a disgusting.
Yeah,
human
honestly,
being.
and I hate to say this, but this is where I think a lot of people got this notion of, oh, the Nazis were nationalists; they went global.
And I thought it was hilarious when Dave Chappelle said that
they weren't.
Candace Owens has a
wait.
stinky.
They weren't nationalists. They just believed that their country was the best and that they should literally make the rest of the world Germany. No, but they weren't
Yeah.
nationalists. What?
They were globalists because they invaded Poland. You
They
know?
want. They
Crowder
wanted
says
to
that the
make.
Nazis were-
No, they wanted to make Poland Germany. They wanted to make every country Germany. Like,
It was imperialism, you know.
yeah,
And I swear to God, I got into a YouTube comment section from a right-leaning historian, and I literally argued that basically nationalism caused World War I and World War II, and he says, "Oh, globalism caused both," which is laughable since any historian will tell you nationalism contributed to World War I.
Guy, I'm really.
Well, that came out of the whole ordeal, and that the globalism actually stopped a lot of the fascism.
Yeah, I'm really sick of
Like
this.
the League of Nations, the UN.
I really am sick of this globalism concern trolling. Like, it's such disgusting. Like it really is not
My
founded
mother is so hard into this.
Yeah, you know what? Your mother's a Christian, right?
Oh yeah, she grew up Pentecostal.
Yeah. Oh, Pentecostals especially. Because globalism is tied into like end times prophecy, at least from what modern day Christians believe about it. They believe
exactly. Yeah.
They believe the Antichrist.
One world currency.
Yeah, one world currency, one world government, and this is all scary to them because of that. It really makes me like. This is why I hate Christians, guys. They're so destructive. They literally ruin everything good. They literally ruin everything good. Like the idea of having a global fucking economy, government, like one world that open borders and all of that, and we're actually working together to create a better society globally. Oh my! But no. We can't do that because stupid superstitious religious fucking nonsense about the Antichrist. You're that's like me saying like, oh no, like we can't have red lightsabers because that's what the Sith uses. Like, this is fiction. You're literally applying fiction to the real world. Like this is why like I don't know, guys. Christians shouldn't like the fact that you have to be religious in this country to be able to hold office is literally backwards. If you hold these positions, you shouldn't be able to hold office because you literally are not living in reality.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be like a violation of the First Amendment to prohibit religious people from?
Yes, it would be. I'm not actually advocating for that. I'm just saying, if anything, it should be the opposite. Like
everyone should be allowed. I mean, isn't the head of like the Social Democrat NDP in Canada is like a Sikh?
Yeah, I actually really like him too. Jagmeet Singh, he's really dope. He's really based. I wanted to vote for him. I wanted him to be prime minister. I actually was not in the country when it came time to vote, unfortunately, but it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. He wasn't gonna win, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think NDP's at most 20%.
Yeah.
In Canada.
No, guys, but third parties are totally viable. See, this is why, like, again, when it makes me laugh. It makes me literally fucking laugh my ass off when someone says, "But guys, what if we got a third party?" I'm from Canada, motherfucker. We have more than 2 parties, and none of them ever win. The NDPs have won office, I think, once or twice in the, like, their 80-year history. Like, it's not happening.
Oh wow.
I think technically, I think NDP is like 1970s. I know technically it spawned from earlier like Socialist Party that was actually the party of this. I think this is Douglas guy of Saskatchewan who implemented the first universal healthcare in Canada back in the 60s.
Yeah, Michael Douglas, I think.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, but NDP, I think it's not 80 years old, but I know they win in some areas.
However long, I don't remember exactly how long, but they've existed for a while, and I think they've only held the office once or twice. It almost never happens, and it's the same conversation in Canada every election. Like literally, I overheard like a conversation like right before the election of someone talking about Jagmeet Singh, and they were like, "Oh, he's actually really cool," and they were like, "Yeah, but the NDPs aren't gonna win." Yeah, that's true. Guess we better just vote Liberal. I'm like, what? No, that's the fucking problem! You motherfuckers are the reason why he's never gonna win, when you just assume, he's never gonna win, so why vote for him? Vote for him, motherfuckers!
And the fact that the NDP is gaining any traction, it would be enviable by Americans.
So I didn't have to vote for either of these fucking shitbag parties.
Oh, yeah.
And I do want to mention that I heard that Canada does have the same like winner take all system, which results in a lot of conservatives winning, even though they're lucky if they get 40% of the vote.
I don't know, because we have a parliamentary system in Canada. So even if the conservatives
It's like a win.
even if the conservatives win a majority, the fact that the Liberals and the NDPs have a decent amount of the vote actually does, like, because they get their representatives in Parliament as well, which does add to what they're able to do. It's obviously not as good as them having the office of Prime Minister, but it's still better
than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than in America, where we have two parties who now, like, we have like the courts and the Supreme Court and Congress and all that, but the problem is that, like, first of all, like, good luck getting someone from one of the third parties into the Supreme Court. I think there have been independent Congress people, but for the most part, like, the courts are dominated by the Republicans or the Democrats. And the president obviously has like the most power, and whichever party has the presidency has the most power. Whereas in Canada, it's not balanced by any means. It's not fair by any means, but it's slightly more fair. And I am not by any means an expert in Canadian politics. I was actually quite apolitical when I lived in Canada, but I do know some of how it works, and it definitely is better than America in a lot of ways.
I was gonna say, you probably know more than the average American.
Yeah.
By a long shot.
Well, yeah. I mean, most Americans don't even know American I know more about American politics than most Americans. Let's be real here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do want to get something off my chest, and it's basically that about Hold on, I thought I heard someone. It's regarding Destiny, where I do genuinely want to mention that actually I think he was nice to Vosh in their IRL debate back in March in person.
Sure, I don't view that as much of a.
It's harder to do in person.
Yeah, it is. Like, I don't view that as much of I don't think he deserves much credit for that, honestly. The fact is,
and I do want to mention the fact that afterwards, like, he literally just went back to complaining about Washington being a policy, so he was still bitchy about it.
That's why his behavior after the fact says a whole lot more than his behavior during that in-person debate. Because you can have you can like be the worst enemies with someone online, but then when you meet them in person, you kind of are going to be cordial, especially if you're in an environment like they were in, like it was a public setting. Destiny was gonna be more cordial to Vosh.
He same with Milo. I think he was in an IRL debate with Milo, and I don't think he ever really ever said, "Oh my God, you're like the dumbest person in my effing life."
Or if it was a video, he'd probably.
I'll be honest, guys. I say a lot of shit about people that I hate, but I'll be honest. Like, if Trump was right in front of me right now, I don't think I'd be able to. Well, maybe. I'm not gonna repeat that. I don't know that I'd be as vitriolic. I wouldn't be cordial, but I don't know that I'd be like, "Fuck you, you piece of shit, you fucking," like. There's a difference between.
That doesn't solve anything,
There's a difference between someone's behavior online and someone's behavior in person, and it's harder to be me, like, because I'll be honest, like, even when it comes to like okay, for example, like my dad. I hate my dad. My dad's a disgusting person, and a lot of the times I have like nothing good to say about him. But if I'm with him in person, it's a lot harder to be like, "Fuck you, you're a piece of shit," because they're
and I do want to sorry, you go ahead, Mac.
No, go ahead.
Honestly, I try to. Oh, sorry. Yeah, basically, I do want to mention the fact that I think Destiny did admit he could have worded his controversial take better, so he has acknowledged some fault.
His no, he couldn't have worded it better. The sentiment is what I care about. I don't care about the way he worded it. He's literally defending right-wing militias going out and gunning down BLM protesters. That is not like that's not acceptable. That's not like
Yeah, and I think
It's
Destiny
almost like
says
he's so
that
mad at
rioters.
Bosch that he just threw everything he believes out the window.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I think Destiny did say like the riots have got to stop, so he's more concerned about people who would deliberately destroy
fuck
property.
him.
And he
He
does
doesn't-
believe you have a right to defend property.
no, he's an
And I don't
ignorant
think he
fuck. The riots don't need to stop. The riots need to fucking continue. The riots need to get worse. There has been no positive outcome. There have been no concessions, or barely any
Yeah, we haven't
concessions made by our government, made by the people in power. No, the riots do not need to stop. And the fact that Destiny would say that just shows his fucking level of ridiculous privilege.
In order to get the Enlightenment,
No,
you had
actually-
to cut some heads off in the streets, you know?
Destiny would kind of beg to differ because he would argue that a lot of these, because he would argue that when he was poor, he cared a lot about material fame. So if he were like a victim of a riot, he would understand how material possessions matter to these freaking people. So he doesn't definitely believe
Fuck
in the right
off.
to defend
What
people.
about no, what about the lives of these fucking working class people? What about the fuck you? I don't care. No, there are no the only small, by the way, the only small businesses being burned down, and the longer this goes on, the more I'm 100% certain about this, is that these are all right-wing provocateurs. Fuck off with this rhetoric about the rioters are going too far. No, they're not. No, they're fucking not. We know this. We know this for a fact, that there are bad faith actors going into these cities and causing chaos just to make the rioters, the protesters look bad. Fuck that shit.
Okay, so for a clarification question, you don't necessarily believe in the willingness to, I guess, like defend to the death over property. I think Destiny does believe that.
No, I don't, because I actually, unlike Destiny, I actually believe that political violence can be an effective tool. Okay.
Okay,
yeah, 90%.
So that's just axiomatic difference with them.
Yeah. Chess was just saying 97% of Black Lives Matter protesters are peaceful, by the way, and even the ones that aren't peaceful are not going around burning down small businesses. There were a lot of fucking people talking about, like, the whole time. Like I think Vosh had someone on who was like talking about, we try to organize, we try to make sure, like, if we like attack a business, it's a place that has insurance. We're not attacking places that are small businesses. Like, they attacked shit like Wendy's and AutoZone. Oh my god, like, what a fucking detriment to our small communities when these businesses are these massive corporate businesses with corporate insurance are fucking destroyed. Give me a fucking break. Here's the thing. Destiny has bought in 100% to right-wing fear-mongering and concern trolling from these fucking... I'm not saying that he's dishonest himself, but he definitely...
No, he's sincere as hell.
He
like,
definitely...
He is.
I don't know. I would not use sincere as hell. Okay, that's going too far. But
He's a little consistent. I mean, he breaks down. He dedicated like a scripted video, like an hour-long scripted video about his moral, perspectives and thought processes.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying I don't believe. I'm just saying I don't believe he's 100% sincere, and I'm not saying he's insincere. I'm just saying he's the most sincere ever is going a little too far, but whatever. My point is, he's bought in to this right-wing fear-mongering of guys, the fucking lefties are they're burning down your cities, and what are they even protesting for? Like, someone like this is what blows my mind too. Hang on. This is what blows my mind too, because Destiny was one of the people arguing. He's one of the most prominent lefties debating BLM for years. So why the fuck is he against them now?
Well, he would argue he's not against BLM. He's just against rioters, and he would argue, unlike most right wingers, I don't conflate the two.
But there's barely any rioters. Like, why are you taking this position against an entire movement?
It's a dishonest position to say that this is all about rioting. No, there are a lot of peaceful protests, and when they get unpeaceful, it's not because of the protesters. It's because of cops. It's because of right-wing agent provocateurs. It's because of dishonest actors trying to go in there and stir up trouble. It is not the fucking protesters. The protesters are fucking peaceful and honestly a little too peaceful. Some of them. I am not advocating for violence. I am not advocating for law breaking. But you know what? I don't think these protests do enough on some level, because they haven't. They still haven't achieved their goals, and that's not for a lack of trying. But until they achieve their goals, they absolutely should not stop. There should be more people. And when I say they're not doing enough, what I mean is there's not enough people in the streets marching peacefully. As far like if there were big protests in my city, I could not I would not view it as a moral action to do anything other than go and join in on those protests. If you are a human being that believes in human rights and humanity and fucking justice for your fellow people, then it is your moral obligation to join in to these protests if you can.
I do want to mention the fact that what even more frightens me is that I got like actual people like I'm close with, including my mother, who buys into the whole 1/4 of BLM is full of Marxists.
Good! I'm a Marxist! We should be Marxists! There aren't enough fucking Marxists! This is another thing that they're just so dishonest. They don't even know what Marxist means! It's just a buzzword! It's just a boogeyman when they hear, ooh, re-Marxist, oh, bad Marxist, ooh, so scary.
So hypocritical. Like when the Tea Party had their protests, they brought out AR-15s. And like the cops supported them, they didn't fucking tear gas them. You know what I mean? Like whenever the right wing gets their protests, they get what they want usually, and you know they get treated like royalty.
Read theory,
I'm
motherfuckers.
Sorry, I want to get back to that freaking guy where basically,
I don't need to read theory. I understand theory without having read it, but. I'm serious. No, I'm serious. There are people that actually do need to read it though. There are some people that don't. And some people that absolutely do.
I was gonna say I do want to. Sorry, I'll address this, but I do want to address that. Basically, I do kind of sympathize. Like I think wasn't like Vosh's girlfriend was joking about Destiny, you know, getting deplatformed, and he does believe that basically if Destiny were like in Vosh's position, he would have like basically if Destiny has a girlfriend who would advocate for deplatforming, he would have dump the GF soon.
First of all,
his personal life.
I don't believe that. Not for a second. I do not believe.
Destiny does sincerely believe that. Yeah, he would dump his
GF
over.
I don't believe it. I don't believe for a second that if Destiny's girlfriend made a joke, didn't even actually do it, made a joke about reporting Vosh, and then someone else actually reported Vosh and he got banned. I do not believe for a goddamn split second that Destiny would have dumped her. Bullshit. And he's a disgusting human being for even suggesting that. Fuck him.
Yeah, like he does. Yeah, he even says he may be a sociopath for that.
He is a sociopath. He is objectively a sociopath for saying that. Objectively, how dare you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he does believe. Yeah, he does believe that crap because he thinks the reason why he's sociopathic because he grew up very independently when he was a kid. And he believes that the reason why he doesn't get attached to stuff like that is because he would develop negative emotions, like the fact his family would bring him puppies and that would constantly have health issues and die. So he learns to not have emotional connections to anything or you experience pain.
That's not healthy. I love. Okay, so basically he's saying that, hey guys, I'm a really unhealthy person with an unhealthy way of thinking, and why aren't more people like that? That's literally what he's advocating for. Fuck him. I really do not like
Dr. K. He needs to visit that Dr. K guy. That's where I got that source from.
He's constantly like manning Vosh and just misrepresenting what he says and like just being uncharitable to him.
He is.
It's like your friend and shit. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't think he's even at this point. Like, dude, if Destiny hates lefties since like back in March 2019. There's no way in hell he can be friends for a sustained period of time. There's going to become a point where it cannot work.
Yeah. No. Destiny is like, look. Destiny is not a lefty. He's not. He is a.
Maybe
he
by
is
the
not
US over Tim Winnow, but
he's not a good person. He's not even a good person. He's a dishonest, shitty little fucking hateful, spiteful fucking piece of shit. And I cannot stand him. I fuck him. Fuck Destiny. Fuck him right up the ass.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he's kind of been an influence on me in terms of the thought process, like utilitarianism.
Look, I understand. No, I'm a utilitarian too, but I didn't need Destiny to teach me that. And look,
look his videos too,
Look, I'm fully aware that Destiny had a lot of influence on Vosh. I understand Vosh respected Destiny for a long time. But the fact is, Destiny is clearly not the same person that he was when Vosh first watched him. He's clearly not the lefty he used to be, and yeah, he's just not. He's not worth listening to. Honestly, he just isn't. Like
Video
maybe
about
he
Breonna
used to be. Maybe he used to be, but he's not anymore.
I don't think he ever was a lefty to begin with. He maybe was like extreme Sanders Soakdem to be like a mild Soakdem, like he's still favor of public option.
I never watched Destiny. I heard about Destiny when I was in the blood sports circles. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna wrap this up in just a minute, but let me just finish this point. Because I watched Destiny when I was in like the blood sports circles, and I always heard him being referred to as a lefty, as a total socialist, Marxist, like far left, fucking SJW extremist. And watching him now, I don't know how the fuck, like if he ever was that.
He never was.
Yeah.
I can assure you. Even I watched a lot of these earlier debates.
Let's be honest. Right wingers will call anyone a fucking Marxist who they disagree with.
Exactly. And I'll admit some lefties are kind of guilty of arguing anyone who's to the right of Sanders is like a neo-lib fascist kind of thing, including Biden.
I mean,
like, some of them are pretty guilty.
Look, I don't want to. Yeah, and I try not to call anyone on the right a fascist too. I get that.
Well, even centrists, even liberals. I know, like, there's a lot of people, like, non-compete. He would argue that some social libs can be fascistic or at least enabling.
Well, I will say, yeah, that's the thing. I will call someone out for being a fascist enabler or a fascist apologist, because there are a lot of those who call themselves liberals.
Destiny's got a new video of Breonna Taylor. I wonder if it's gonna be a really awful take. I kind of think it will be.
Yeah, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't give a shit about Destiny.
Wait, hold on.
Anyway.
Hold on, Mac. Who is this Breonna Taylor?
She's the woman that got killed by the cops. She was in her home. She was the one that
they just passed down the verdict yesterday, and the cop that shot her didn't get charged, but the cop that accidentally shot a fucking bullet into the neighbor's wall next door got fucking charged. Yeah, that shit.
She's, the poster child for injustice right now.
Basically, I bet 9 out of 10 Destiny's gonna say whatever will trigger lefties.
If Destiny was a decent person, he would be just as outraged by this shit as I am, and he'd be out there in the streets with the fucking protesters, not sitting behind his comfy little computer desk and admonishing them for, you're burning down your cities. I'm sorry, cities can be rebuilt. Lives cannot be rebuilt. When lives are lost, they are gone forever. So fuck that shit. I'm for fucking saving people's lives and instituting policies that will prevent the further unjust deaths of innocent people. Anyway, yes, I hear you. Okay, guys, I know you guys want to keep talking, but I gotta end this. Otherwise the stream is gonna go on forever. I'm getting hungry. I gotta go get some food. I'll let you guys make one final. If you guys want to say something before we go, you guys can each make one final point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I do think reading theory is a little bit important if you want to delve with certain people and get into arguments with certain people. I do think that's critical, like, especially once, like, I remember Jordan Peterson, like, he was trying to argue against Zizek, and he cited the Communist Manifesto. Like, he wouldn't even cite Capital, the magnum opus that is Capital.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't read a ton of theory. I actually do want to read the Communist Manifesto. But
I will say to this, for the manifesto, even amongst Marxists, it's not considered like the most like theoretical kind of thing. It's more of like a glimpse of the spur of the moment that was like 1848 before those.
I do want to read it though, because I feel like it is important to read. If you guys want to give me other shit that you think I should read, then I don't know, send me it on Discord or whatever.
Yeah, I
don't read. I actually, what I found like an audio book of the Communist Manifesto, so that's like on YouTube, so I'm gonna listen to that. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's an audiobook version of the notable works like State and Revolution, Capital, Critique of the Golfer Program.
Yeah. I should look into more communist stuff because I don't really know that much about it.
Yeah, I can give you some pretty decent sources, like even mainstream like reading recommendations, like Azure Scapegoat has a pretty good video on reading recommendations for.
All right, peace out, Jamie. Have a
Anyway,
good one.
yeah, you guys can send me videos if you want me to watch them. Anyway, I gotta go.
All right.
Thanks for chilling, guys. Thanks for watching. Everyone, make sure to like, subscribe, share, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, become a patron. Oh, I forgot to mention, guys, patron stream is going to be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's 10 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to be doing a drunken call-in show. It's kind of like this kind of stream, but I get super wasted, and it's always a lot of fun. So yeah, become a patron, only $2, and you guys will get to join that, and you get access to the previous shows, including the first one that TJ was on, and we got drunk together and had a lot of fun. So yeah, become a patron. But yeah, we'll
Looks
see.
like you got one downvote already, Jamie.
Good. So yeah, thanks everyone. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Piss off. I love you all. Bye.